incompletion for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that is incomplete. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. Ready.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. Green with a catch left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, blue light.
Play fake. Winston rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Jones. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second down, Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He goes underneath to Freeman. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. That's complete. Hooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he Falcons. Their mobile quarterback. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now a second down throw for Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. The give is to Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ballard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. Follow.
On second down, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. Blue ready. Easy. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Leopard!
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll drop the throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll go again to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Let's go.
Winston here to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. This is Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bucs, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.